Nearly 8 decades after World War II ended, a York County family is finally welcoming home a hero who never made it back. Fox 43's Tyler Pollitt shares how one niece kept her promise to bring her uncle home no matter how long it took.
Clifford Keeney, born February 17, 1918, registered for the U.S. Army in 1940 to serve as an airman. On Friday, September 13, 1944, he was in the top turret gun of a B-17 Flying Fortress on a mission to bomb an oil refinery. But like many others, he never came home.
I couldn't stand to see my grandma looking sad and lighting a candle every night in the window.
For years, his family held on to hope that he would return home, and the niece he never had a chance to meet, Bonnie McClure, held on to a promise for decades that she would find a way to bring her uncle home.
That was a promise I made when I was 2.5 to my grandma Keeney and my mother. It was the biggest promise I ever made, my first promise in my whole life.
Clifford's remains were buried in the village of Neustadt among the unknown dead at the time of the war. For decades, the family waited, sending letters to the Army looking for answers.
Could you tell us anything about him? Please tell us.
Fast forward to Friday, June 13, 2025, that long-awaited promise was finally kept.
I got a phone call promptly at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it was the Army, and the lady said, "Are you sitting down, Miss McClure?" And I said, "Yes," and she told me that she found my uncle. So it's a very surreal experience, and I had given my DNA to the Army 35 years prior to that.
During an excavation, the Defense POW MIA accounting agency used modern DNA testing to identify his remains, proving that even time can't hide a soldier's sacrifice.
This was the biggest promise I ever made in my life, and finally I got to keep that.
81 years later, Clifford Keeney's journey ends where it began, surrounded by family that never stopped searching. For Bonnie, it's a promise she can finally say she kept.
And I'm glad you're home. And I think Grandma and Grandpa are happy you're home. And I know my mom and Uncle Clyde are very happy that you're home.
The Defense POW MIA accounting agency continues working to identify more than 72,000 Americans still missing from World War II. Tyler Poglich, Fox 43 News.
And Clifford Keeney will be laid to rest with full military honors in the coming weeks in York County.